Capernaum was a small hole-in-the-wall town, yet it's here that Christ performs over a third of his miracles. It's here in Capernaum that we find, and Christ found, great faith. It was a town that yearned for the divine. It was in Capernaum that Christ found great faith on the part of the people. It was a faith so great that on the Sabbath, a day of rest, even the man with the unclean spirit called out to Christ, "I know who you are, the Holy One of God." And from that statement comes healing. Christ rebukes the spirit and heals the man. And it was not only great healing and miracles that took place in Capernaum, but it was also there that Christ found many vocations. Here he called many of his apostles. Peter, Andrew, James, and John heard the voice of the Good Shepherd and followed him. In Capernaum, Christ found faith. Thus, we need to invite Christ more fully into the Capernaum of our hearts, to ask Christ to strengthen the faith that dwells in us already. Where faith is found, the Gospels teach, Christ brings healing, forgiveness. He's able to call us to follow him. He strengthens us. He becomes our light in the darkness. And so it's imperative that in our heart we call the Lord into the Capernaum where faith is found. As Capernaum shows us also, where faith is, God also is, present to strengthen us, present to enrich the faith that's already present. St. John of the Cross tells us that faith is the union of God with the soul. And so, having heard God's word, we ask the Lord for greater faith. We unite with him and invite him into the Capernaum of our hearts. And may this Eucharist, having heard God's word, being spiritually nourished, bring greater union of God with our souls.